You know, there's corruption. And then there's corruption so sloppy that checks to federal employees start bouncing. Let me introduce you once again to FBI Director Kash Patel, who, according to congressional investigations, has been shoveling your money, taxpayer money, to his personal loyalists at such a fast rate that the account ran dry and the payments literally bounced. The overdraft fee, maybe it was paid in cash. See what I did there? Come on, that was funny. You know it. Anyway, the allegation here comes from Congressman Jamie Raskin, and he fired off a letter accusing Kash Patel of running the FBI's budget as a personal slush fund. Surprising in this regime, right? Over $1 million in unlawful bonus payments to federal employees. We are talking roughly $8,000 per person per 2-week pay period, 5 times in a row. And that adds up to about $40,000 a person handed to people that already maxed out their federal salary, which, by the way, is against the law because there are pay caps in the federal government. And Kash Patel drove right through those like they were traffic cones at a DUI stop. And who is getting this bonus cash? Who's getting Trump's extra money? Well, the first group is what the FBI calls the Director's Advisory Team. Raskin has a better name for it. He calls them the Payback Squad. Agents willing to chase Patel's political enemies and, in his words, overlook pesky obstacles like probable cause. So if you want a bonus at the new FBI, the job description is simple. Ignore the Constitution and you get a check. And you can repeat that until the check bounces. And the second group here getting the money is Patel's personal security detail. And this is where Raskin really twists the knife because there's some reporting in the Atlantic that members of his detail have been a little troubled, as you might know, by the director's alleged drinking. Of course, Patel denies it. He's suing the magazine. But Raskin's letter asks the obvious question. Are these bonuses being paid as a corrupt way to slide cash to your friends, or are they hush money to keep the guys who carry your bags quiet about all the crap they've seen? Because it's got to be one or the other, right? And Raskin, he didn't use vagary here. He named venues, and he listed on the congressional letterhead, I love this, the Poodle Room, Ned's, Rayo's, Lower Broadway, the Strip, and my favorite bar, the Milano Cortina Olympics. You know, the FBI director's bar crawl and his itinerary for it is now in the official congressional record. Love that. And of course, you remember the man chugging a beer at the Winter Olympics, celebrating as if he won the gold medal. That's the guy we're talking about. And that's the guy who is running the most powerful law enforcement agency on earth and signing his own buddies' bonus checks until they bounce. And here's the gut punch underlying all the funny stuff. While Kash Patel's loyalists are getting 40 grand because they look the other way, actual professionals at the FBI are getting shoved out the door. People like a former acting director with a Medal of Valor, a senior counterterrorism official, gone. The people who earned it are on the way out. And yet the people who showed nothing but loyalty are on the way up. Merit out, pay back in. And Raskin, for his part, is demanding that every bonus document by the end of the month be produced to Congress. Now, of course, Patel, he's going to stall, because right now, the minority in Congress can't force it. But we all know that that changes the second the House flips. So, Kash Patel, enjoy the open bar until after November. And you guys know what to do. You need to hit that notification icon because stories like this will keep coming all the way until we take back the House and the Senate in November.